It's Chris Spicher.
I'm Aaron Goldstein. We're here with Jeanna Huerta from the Palmdale Chamber of Commerce.
You're welcome, Jeanna.
Hi, thank you for having me today.
Thank you for taking my invitation. I wanted to get you in here and to find out what's going on with the Palmdale Chamber of Commerce. You put on, this is Saturday now, so you put on a very successful mixer.
Yes.
Was that a mega mixer?
No, our mixer's tonight
Ah,
at Lucky Luke's.
gotcha.
Yeah, at the brewery right there on Avenue O. We're really excited. It's the first one of the year. It's the first mixer of the year, so we thought having it at a brewery would be a good choice.
Well, it's a great location. You know,
Absolutely.
from a retail standpoint, it's a big room, great parking, easy to find.
And the awesome part is they're now opening a location in Lancaster on the boulevard too. So it's good promotion for them too.
That space emptied out on the boulevard, and
Yeah.
we went to the movie the other night, my wife and I looked over and saw, what was it called? Kinetic Brewery,
Yes.
closed and shuttered, and I just thought, that just does not look good.
Now it's going to be Lucky Luke.
Yeah, and they know what they're doing. It's gonna be a nice addition to the boulevard.
Yeah, should be nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, and then you have installation coming up, February 1st.
Yes, that's on Friday, next Friday, not this one. We're going to be saying goodbye to our 2018 chairwoman, Tina DeRienzo. Year went by really quick.
You know, for me it did. I don't know how it did for Tina, but
Well, I'm sure Tina will have a different story.
I still try to get her on the show. She's so busy.
Yes, she is. She's
Got to
still
be a lot of places,
and she still volunteers. Lancaster Chamber, Palmdale Chamber. She's still very active. So we're going to be saying goodbye to her and Nicole Gray, who is leaving our board, and welcoming Sarah Mann, who's going to be our 2019
How about
chairwoman. Yeah, we're excited.
She's a pretty smart lady.
Yes, she is. I'll be really excited to work under her this year.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
And she's related to waste management, so
Yeah, she is. Mr. Josh Mann, her
some
hubby.
corporate showing up there.
Oh, we'll see. You know, we're just happy to have Sarah and, you know, the backing of the Palmdale Aerospace Academy that she works for and their support. So I know it's a big ordeal to be chairperson.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's a lot of time commitments, so I'm just happy to have her.
A lot of times the board and the staff come in and kind of support you a lot. And
Absolutely.
I mean, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's
Right.
got to be the president.
Yeah, somebody has to be in charge. But we do have a great board that's, you know, rallying around her, and we're all working this year, and we're actually off to a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
And you've been to some meetings, you and the Lancaster Chamber are talking, the other chambers too?
Yes, we are working this year on collaborating with all of the chambers on different events, different projects. So look forward to that this year. We are going to be working a lot with Lancaster, with Hispanic Chamber, with Quartz Hill. So we are doing some great stuff.
All of the chambers bring something to the table, don't they?
Absolutely. No, I always say nobody is more valuable than anybody else. We all, you know, bring our own little niche. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see the changes this year and the collaborations with the chambers.
Appreciate you taking the lead in that.
I'm excited, and it's not just me. It's, you know, I have my counterparts at Lancaster Chamber and Quartz Hill and Hispanic Chamber. We're all ready for it, so it's about time.
One thing I wanted to mention too was the February 20th, Wednesday the 20th, your luncheon.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that lunch.
We're actually really excited. Last month we had USO Bob Hope,
Yeah.
and they'd never been down here. We had some great information given to us, and some contacts were made for our Edwards Air Force Base,
Yep.
which was great. I mean, it couldn't have went any better. This one coming up in February is Ronald McDonald House Charities. We all know at least somebody that has been affected by a sick child that has used this program, and we are excited because I'm learning so much more about Ronald McDonald House Charities, and we have the total support of McDonald's all throughout the Antelope Valley. They're all going to be there too, so it's going to be really exciting to have the information come coming directly from the horse's mouth, kind of, sort of speak, with regards to all the information and all the programs that they do offer. Because it's not just specific to a cancer patient or any other kind of illness. They run a gamut. So
Right.
they do a lot.
This is, the Ronald McDonald House that's where the family stays while the children are going through treatment?
Yes, that's where they stay, and the children are going through treatment for whatever the illness would be.
Lunches and learns. Lunches and learns. What are you doing in that category?
We're bringing them back. The Palmdale Chamber of Commerce has decided that we need to start bringing some educational courses back to our business community, as well as, you know, the local community. We're offering our members free lunch and learns. They're going to be at the Chamber of Commerce. The first set is going to be through the Small Business Development Center.
Oh, yeah.
So we're really excited. Ramon's leading the way on that, and he's going to help us develop little courses within the hour on specific topics that are affecting our local businesses.
Yeah, the Lancaster Chamber was talking about doing a program for home-based businesses.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Mark was talking about, I think it was at the Business for Breakfast.
That's awesome. That would be great to get information on that, because we have a lot of home-based businesses in the chamber on our side too.
And we all have a lot to learn. We have a lot to teach, we have a lot to learn.
I have a lot to learn, absolutely.
Somewhere in the last week or so, I met a couple of the reps from the Painted Turtle.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of nonprofits in the valley, who have a big footprint here. And I thought, you know, that would make a nice AV nice video.
That would. I've heard a lot of good things about that organization. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Sylvia Duarte from the Hispanic Chamber is part of them.
Okay.
So she's told me a little bit here and there about them. I haven't had the privilege of being invited, or haven't been there myself, but it sounds like a great organization.
We have a couple of fundraisers, and they've been smart to include some local Valley people on their board of directors. That's probably what Sylvia's doing.
Probably.
She might be my contact for that.
Yeah, she's the contact for a lot of places.
The Palmdale Chamber office is right there at Ponce Square, right across from City Hall.
Yes, yes. it
Great
is.
location for a Chamber of Commerce.
It is. It helps us. If I need something from the city, I just run across the way. And we're right next door to the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, so we kind of share a conference room. And, you know, it is a great location. It's nice. It's safe. It's clean. It's, you know, it's a really nice business location.
Does anybody ever come in and say, hey, I like the Welcome to Palmdale sign next door to the Chamber of Commerce?
Actually, we have had people come in, and they've asked us if it's okay to take pictures
There you go. That's what it's
So
for.
yes,
Maybe
we have
it needs
had
a
people.
sign that said, okay to photograph. In fact, please photograph.
Absolutely, it might need that, but we do sometimes, because it's on the outside of our wall, we'll hear people out there, and we're walking around like, what's going on out there? And there's people taking pictures.
That's exactly what it's meant to be.
Yes, and it's nice, and everybody tells me, oh, this used to be on, I think they say Palmdale Boulevard, and I laugh. I'm like, yeah, I remember them telling me the story.
It's actually 1/3 size. The original was much larger.
I remember seeing, it was huge.
Mhm.
Yep, I remember.
When it was in disrepair, I would go by the old sign and try to figure out how to put that into my pickup truck, and it was just too big.
It was huge.
City of Palmdale jumped in and removed that, saved some of the pieces, and that's what we used to build a new one.
That's perfect. It's a perfect size, and people could get in there and take their pictures really quick, and
Promote, promote, promote.
that's all we do.
Tourism, Would you think of Palmdale, the Antelope Valley, as being a tourism site?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a
Yeah.
lot to do out here.
Yeah.
I have barely moved here about 5 years ago myself. Never had been up here prior, and didn't know half the stuff that was up here. Just for an example, the water park.
Right.
Had no clue.
Dry town.
Yeah. Had no clue that Dry Town was here. So that's just one of the first stops that I hit when I first came up to Palmdale.
Yeah, so they've got a lazy river, and they got everything,
Yeah.
and people having fun.
Yeah.
Families, kids, adults, everybody having fun.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hiking places out here, if you're into that. I'm not. But there's a lot of hiking places, a lot of great restaurants and stuff like that out here. So it's a great little community. I like it out here.
So that's easy then to promote it and show some of these secrets. My wife and I were out on the east side last weekend going to the 3 different movie sites. And we were out at Kill Bill Church in High Vista, that's 200th and G. And I looked over and there's that elephant made out of, it's a natural rock, but it's in the shape of a reclining elephant.
I saw those pictures. I remember seeing those pictures when you said that. I haven't been out there myself yet. Maybe I should make a trip.
Well, it's 20 miles out and there's not too much between here and there.
As long as there's a food place, I'm good.
Yeah, well, no, not even. You have to bring your own.
Oh, darn.
Some places in California are still fairly quiet and uninhabited,
That's not always a bad thing.
and I think that's why we like it.
Yes, absolutely.
How do people contact the chamber? How do they become part of the chamber?
They can go onto our website, palmdalechamber.org. You can sign up to be a member right then and there. You can get all the information about the chamber there, and you can find out who the directors are, the ambassadors, the staff. Everything is there, and if you're interested, go to the chamber website. That has everything you need.
And it's the third Wednesday of every month you're at the country club.
Yes, that's for our luncheon, the third Wednesday of every month.
We've been talking with Jeanna Huerta, the CEO of the Palmdale, California Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.
You bet.